So you could just tie one jacket, put on one jacket, wear 2 turtlenecks, you know, wear your shoe, and you're good to go. Hi loves, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nicole. This is Nicole's Aving channel. Welcome to my space. If you're a new subscriber, welcome. It's good to have you here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. For faith, relocation, and my lifestyle on this channel. And guys, in today's video, I have brought something good to my fellow UKrians coming to the UK in September. If you're coming to the UK in September, or if you're already in the UK, I have something interesting for you, and this is something that everybody needs. Like, if you're coming to the UK, I have a list of things, essential things you need to come to the UK with, right? I'm not talking about a tuber of yam this time around, but I'll be saying something similar. But I'll be telling you food items, documents you need to bring to the UK, essential things. I'll tell you the things you can as well get here, so that you don't spend your time, you know, bringing so many clothes when you can easily find one here, and at the same time you still need it, right? So that you don't spend so much money on some irrelevant things and forget the relevant ones. I have a list of things on my phone here, and I have them written down here. So if I'm looking down, definitely know I'm looking at what I want to tell you, okay? So let's just go right into the video. So first of all, I remember I made a video on my channel. I would link it up in the description box of this video, or the things you should bring to the UK. And I mentioned you coming to the UK with your documents. If you are coming to the UK, do not be distracted by the yam flour you want to bring and forget your documents. Please don't do that. Come in with your international passport, the original certificate, original YX certificate, your BSc certificate, your transcript. Truthfully, since I've gotten to the UK, I've not had the reason to use it, but I advise you come in with all your necessary documents, because you could have a reason to want to refer back to it, you could have a reason to want to use it or something. So come in with all your necessary documents, original documents, right? And for photocopies, please don't make photocopies. Don't make 5 photocopies of each, don't make 7 photocopies of each. I did that, and you don't need it, okay? You can always photocopy here. In your school, you can photocopy for free. You can do your paperwork for free because you've paid for it. And outside, you can always have a copy done in less than, 10 pence, 20 pence, 30 pence. You can have your paperwork done. So you don't want to come, you don't want to be carrying papers around at the airport, you don't want to do that, okay? So come with your original certificate of all your documents, and do not forget your international passport. So let's go to the interesting part. Let's go to the food aspect, which I love so much. If you're a Nigerian watching this video, you know we do not joke with our food, because in the UK, what you'll be seeing is cheese, you'll be seeing this and this. Truthfully, you find African foods. There are so many African foods in stores, in African stores. But for someone coming into the UK for the first time, you may want to choose to not spend so much, because you're just coming to the UK, especially when you started working and earning something. So you want to be very, very considerate with your spending, and as well you want to eat what you love to eat, okay? So I'll be telling you the things you need to do. The first one I'll be saying is you could come with yam flour if you love it, and I would advise you guys, if you're coming in with this food, you can portion them. You don't have to carry a whole bag of, like a whole big bag of a whole big bag of yam flour. No, you could just portion them into ziplocs, have them in 3/4 ziplocs, and you can bring them to the UK. It's gari, you could bring gari, you could bring yellow gari, you could bring white gari, but just a little quantity of all these things will matter, because if you're carrying so much, remember, you do not want to exceed 23 kg, right? 23 kg of each boxes, and that is 46 kg in total, right? So as much as possible, you do not want to exceed 23 kg. So you have to be very, very smart and wise with whatever you pack, so that you don't end up seeing that you are forgetting something really important back home in Nigeria. Remember, Nigeria is miles away from the UK, or any country you're coming from. whatever country you're coming from, you know it's not something you can just vex and go back home in 10 minutes. You will need to travel back home. So remember to take the necessary things so that you do not forget. Semo, if it's something you love, you could dry pepper. Please, this is very, very important. Please, especially if you are Yoruba like myself, you want to bring dry pepper, because these days they don't eat pepper. So if you love pepper, you could as well just bring in your dry pepper, portion it into Ziplocs and bring it in. And you can as well consider bringing your Maggi, whether it's not chicken or chicken flavor or anything you love using, and you could just consider bringing them. But for the Maggi, I would advise you wrap it up, because sometimes at the airport, some people, they don't allow people to go with Maggi, right? Especially when it's chicken flavor products, because they don't want chicken flavor. So you could just consider wrapping it, you know, with newspaper. Yes, I think I showed how I wrapped mine when I was coming to the UK, when I was packing my things. I think that's my second video on this channel, right? So I wrapped my things with newspaper and with brown paper, right? So you could as well just wrap in your Maggi, your not chicken, in something that will not be seen. And guys, please do not carry palm oil. A lot of people make this mistake. They carry palm oil. Like, some people still carry palm oil and wrap it. I saw someone at the airport when I was coming to the UK. The guy carried 5-liter palm oil like that, and they carried it from his load and dropped it. No, they don't want that. Please don't carry palm oil. Apart from the fact that they don't accept it, it's for your own good. Imagine the palm oil breaks in the box and everything spills and spoils the fine clothes you did shopping for, spoils your documents, spoils everything. Please don't carry palm oil. You can easily get palm oil here. And if you want to carry palm oil, maybe just a bottle, and you make sure you wrap it really well so that it is not seen, right? What they don't see, they don't collect. So you wrap it well. I'm not encouraging you to carry palm oil, but please be very, very smart with whatever you are carrying. And also, I would tell you, please, for no reason should you make the mistake of putting your laptop in your box. Don't do that, please. Don't do it. Don't try it. Don't try it, okay? Because if you see where they if you see how they handle these boxes, you will fear God. Because imagine your laptop is in that box. It is gone. So you should have your laptop and your supporting documents in your hand luggage, in your school bag, if you're carrying a school bag, okay? So you could consider bringing in smoked fish, you know, wrap them well so that they don't smell. Your crayfish, your snail, Cameroon pepper, noodles, right? But please make sure it is onion flavor and not chicken flavor. Wrap them if you want to wrap them. I would advise you wrap them so that, you know, they don't have a reason to collect. So some people have carried their things without it being wrapped and they were not collected. But I'm sure you don't want to be the example while they allow others to go and they ask you to start searching your bag and bringing out your things and seizing things. I remember anything they seize at the airport, what's in law, like it's no longer yours. And if you don't have your family members there, I don't know, okay? Indomie onion flavor. If you love locust beans, you could bring in just a little in a bottle. You know, you could have it in your bottle or your Ziploc, however you want to have it. If you love pap, you could bring in pap, maybe the dried pap. Or I think the dried pap is always the best. Some people don't like the dried pap. They would rather freeze it and then, you know, package it well. So if yours is frozen pap, you can bring it in. Just make sure it doesn't spoil in your box. Make sure it doesn't affect your other things, and you'll not come here and be regretting that why did I even bring it in the first place. So make sure you do it well. If it is the dry pap you want to bring, you can bring it. If it's a frozen pap, you know, you wrap well. You could bring golden more. Do you have to? Yes, you can bring golden more if you love it. You could just bring it in sachets, you know, those smaller containers, those smaller portions of golden more. And if you want to bring in the big one, you can bring it. Just bear in mind 23 kg has to be 23 kg as much as possible. You can bring in custard if you're a custard lover. If you love powdered milk, maybe you have a specific powdered milk you love, you could bring it in. But I would not advise you bring in evaporated milk. They could seize it, and if you're lucky, you could go with it. But you could just carry your powdered milk. You could have it in sachet. You can have it in the bigger, container or anything. So pepper soup spice, efirin, ewuro, bitter leaf. You could bring in your ewedu, you know, you could dry them, wash them well so they don't have sand in it. You could bring them in, but I don't advise you do that. You can always buy them here. because the fresh ones taste better and nicer than the dry ones. But for your ewuro, for your bitter leaf, you could bring them in dried, right? For egusi, you also, I would not advise you bring salt. I brought a lot of salt. Salt is heavy. Salt is very, very heavy. Salt is here in the UK. It is very, very cheap and affordable. It is very, very affordable. You can easily get it in the UK. But if you are considering, when you get to the UK and the first 2-3 days you land, you start going about to look for where to get salt, you could just bring a smaller quantity of salt and you can have that until you're able to get salt in. You could bring in shea butter because this place is really dried, like especially if you come in during winter. And I believe if you're coming in this September, you're approaching winter. Oh my goodness. Winter starts in November. Let's say October, November, you start smelling winter. So you could consider bringing in shea butter. And if you don't bring it, you can easily get shea butter cream from store. So you could bring in your expression attachments or wigs, so you can consider learning how to make it on yourself before you come to your roll-on. Yes, just one is okay. You don't have to bring 3 packs of roll-on. You can bring in your roll-on, your deodorant, your sanitary towel, your product. If you're using lady care, you could just bring in 2 or 3. You'll easily find them here. But the challenge I always have with people who are heavy flowers, is that you may not quickly find something that will suit your condition. So you could as well just bring in 3 or 4 that will sustain you for about 4-5 months of your stay in the UK. I'm not asking you to bring 3 packs. Please, you don't need 3 packs that has 20 here, 20 here. So you don't need it. Please, you don't need it. Just bring smaller quantity that will last you for about 2-3 months of your landing. Groundnut, paracetamol, your anti-malaria drug, multivitamin, your driver's license. Yes, and if you can drive from your own country, please make sure you have your international driver's license with you. Guys, if you plan to drive in the UK, this will really help you out because you can easily get a car and start to drive with your driver's license, your international driver's license in the UK. And if you feel coming to the UK, learning everything is what you want, it's all your choice and it's all good for you. But if you have your international driver's license, you can as well bring it to the UK. I will not advise you bring in summer wear. Because you can easily buy clothes online from stores. At least before it's summer, you would have spent 5 to 6 months in the UK. But I would advise, if you have important clothes that you cherish so much, probably maybe a suit material, probably up and down, just 1 or 2 gowns that you cherish so much. Please don't bring 20 clothes of gown on all of the stuff. You won't wear them. That's the truth during winter. But if there are some clothes that brings back memories and you cherish them so much, you could just bring them. For shoes as well, bring in reasonable shoes. You could bring in 1 slippers that you wear within the house, but trust me, you cannot wear slippers outside. Nobody will tell you before you put them off. Okay, you could just buy 2-3 socks and add it to your luggage. You could buy 1 or 2 pair of shoes. When you come to the UK, you can always get them. And the good thing is, if you don't have money to get like shoes from new stores, like branded stores, you could go to charity store, get something affordable, and when you start working, you will afford the lifestyle of buying new luxury shoes. Okay, you could buy just 2 jackets, correct jackets, okay, and putting them in the box already occupies a lot of space. That's the truth. Just 2 winter jackets already filled a whole box. That's the truth. So I would advise, if you are coming in during winter like September, you could buy turtleneck. You could wear 1 or 2 turtlenecks, put on your jackets, tie the other jacket on your waist, anything to save space. That's what we are trying to do here, right? So you could just tie 1 jacket, put on 1 jacket, wear 2 turtlenecks, wear your shoe, and you're good to go. If you have leggings, wear your leggings and put on your trousers, anything to manage space. And you could as well put your remaining clothes in your hand luggage, bearing in mind that you are using your boxes for food. You could just put your remaining clothes. Remember, you're not buying so much. You put your remaining clothes in your hand luggage. So you could buy t-shirts, round neck. You could just buy 2 or 3. This place, nobody looks at anyone, to be sincere. Not like somebody will be looking at you like this is what you wore yesterday, is wearing the same thing. Everybody is minding his or her business. So you could just choose colors that that people will not be paying attention to when you are buying just a few clothes. You could choose black, You could buy black shirts, you could buy two, you could buy dull colors that people wouldn't be paying attention to. Bearing in mind, nobody's even paying attention to you in the first place. But just in case, you know, people are paying, just buy dull colors that you know you can wear today, wear a different one tomorrow, wear that one again 2 days after, you know, until you get your food and balance everything up. So you can buy a pair of jeans, you could buy black pair of jeans, you could, and anything you feel is okay. I would advise pair of trousers is actually okay for you to come to the UK and, you know, start your life, and with time you go to charity store, you can easily buy them. But please don't come to the UK buying 50 pairs of trousers, 20. If you feel you want to carry 5-6 boxes, it's all your choice, right? Just it's coming with your formal trousers, formal wear in case you have any presentation, you need to dress up for your undergarments, you know that already. Traditional wear, yes, your traditional wear is very, very important if you are from Nigeria. Like for me, traditional wear, I really cherish it so much. So when I was coming to the UK, I made sure I had some native wears like this I'm putting on, so you could have 1 or 2 traditional wear you sew. And because of space, you could choose to just sew tops and, you know, have your jean or your black pants on, your black trousers on, up just however you like it. But if you love the traditional way of dressing in Nigeria, you could choose to come with few traditional wears depending on how you love it, and make sure whatever you're sewing is not occupying so much space that will affect you. Your bag, when you're traveling, you could have your brush in there, your toothbrush, your toothpaste, so that if you're having layover, you can easily brush up. And you could have your snack in your bag. Don't have so much, as much as possible. Do not carry anything liquid because in your hand luggage and your school bag, because it will be seized. You don't want to have your body cream in your school bag, they will seize it. That's just the truth. You don't want to have a bottle of water you were drinking, they won't allow you to carry it. So you have to finish your water, and you just have to, you know, by the time you are going to the airport for your flight, get there early, please. You don't want to miss your flight at all costs, and make sure that the airline you're going through doesn't need a transit visa. If it needs a transit visa, I'm afraid it will definitely affect your trip. And if you have a transit visa, congratulations to you. Please get to your airport early. Make sure you wrap your things well, package them well, and dress warm as much as possible. You have to dress warm, especially when you're coming from a place like Nigeria. It's a totally different thing. You're coming from somewhere that is 34 degrees, 41 degrees, to a place that is 12 degrees, 10 degrees at the moment. So you need to dress warm and as well feel comfortable in whatever you're wearing, okay? So guys, if you want me to make a video, you know, highlighting affordable flights, affordable airlines you can come down to the UK with, please let me know in the comment section so that I can make the video. It is your response that will determine if I'll make a video on affordable flights to the UK from Nigeria, right? So if it's something you would love to see, drop it in the comment section. And any other thing you want to see on this channel, if you're coming in September, please just reach out to me in the comment section, and I will do a sit down video explaining every single thing you need. So I think I've been able to explain and highlight the things, the necessary things you need to bring to the UK. If you find this video really helpful and you enjoyed it and you stayed till this end, please hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with your family and friends, put on your post notification bell so that anytime I post a new video, you will be the first person to get notified. So it's like, come your way again. Please stay blessed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.